Hello, this is Bill Cobb, Appraiser in Baton Rouge. I wanted to bring you an end of the quarter 2009 Baton Rouge real estate market update. We've got some good news and some not good news. So I'm not going to talk about all of the great news because we have a lot of great news, but I'm going to kind of mix it in with some more of the reality type news that's going on in our market. We have some really fantastic news in our market. We're really blessed to be here in the Baton Rouge market because in October, end of October, around the 22nd, you can Google this article if you'd like. The 40 strongest U.S. metro economies. Baton Rouge ranked number 6, and that article is right there. Baton Rouge ranks number 6. Other article that's a combination of this article from Business Week was that the U.S. metros least touched by the recession. Baton Rouge, again, was ranked number 6. I believe the two articles go together, but some of the reasons that they state is employment in our area. We have very strong construction employment, very strong petrochemical employment. We haven't had a lot of layoffs and things like that in that market, and construction spending is very big here in the area. It's not only big here. I know of a lot of workers who are going over to Corpus Christi for some of the plant turnarounds and things like that over there. Talked to a guy at church. ISC is doing a lot of hiring and a lot of work, not only statewide but in Texas as well. So the area in the South is doing real well. Let's talk about a relative boom in Baton Rouge. That Baton Rouge was ranked number 6, and that we continue to grow jobs here. Lauren Scott said that $5.1 billion of construction projects have been announced or under construction in Baton Rouge metro area, including a new plant for a French chemical company, SNF, and the expansion of ExxonMobil. So they're saying that Baton Rouge is one of the least impacted or least touched economies by the recession, which is great news for us. I'm going to kind of go in order right here as these occurred by date. On the 15th of December, the Baton Rouge Business Report, the weekly. On Tuesday mornings, the weekly, you can go to businessreport.com and subscribe by email to their AM and PM editions of the local business news. You can also get the Real Estate Weekly, which is very informative. On 12/15/09, the November home sales were reported to be up 38% locally as compared to November of 2008, which was good news. If you remember, in November of 2008, we were still being impacted by Hurricane Gustav. As I read more and more, that particular hurricane really shut down the Baton Rouge market. It had particular effects over in Broadmoor and the Sherwood Forest market, with trees down, some homes demolished. A lot of homes, had a lot of repair needed, and it took 2 or 3 weeks to get the electricity back on. I think that market has really been kind of psychologically impacted. As I drive through there, even still, there are renovated homes that are for sale where people are not moving back in there. So it's kind of interesting. But on the 15th of December, November home sales were reported up 38%. There were 576 sales versus 417 in the month of November 2008 to 2009. The average sales prices were down 3.4%, and Livingston Parish had the biggest improvement, 145 home sales with an average of 158 as compared to an average of about 144,000 in November of 2008. So that was some good news. But I wanted to touch real quick on the average prices being down. You have to remember that we went through Hurricane Katrina, and before Hurricane Katrina, our housing prices were somewhat affordable. after Hurricane Katrina, with nobody really knows how much the prices went up here locally, but say if they went up 15 to 20 to 40% in some subdivisions, it's almost a subdivision by subdivision specific increase. We've been way up for a long time, and to think that we weren't going to get a correction at some point is really kind of naive. Whether we thought, whether it was this national mortgage meltdown that brought us to decline, or whatever it might be, at some point we were going to experience a correction in housing prices that went up so much. And I believe the people that did not think that through this were the local builders, who kept building and building and building in these high-end subdivisions. And now we're at a point where we have a lot of vacant lots in our area that aren't selling. Their prices are way too high for our market. Real estate in general, home prices in general, are way too high for the Baton Rouge market. Even still, they are. There's a lot of high-end new construction sitting on the market in Zachary, Ascension, and in different areas of our market that people just can't afford to pay. I mean, when you get in the 136 to 175, 200 per square foot range, that's a very high-end market for Baton Rouge. And when you have the husband and wife both working to try to make the mortgage and everything like that, that's something that needs to be taken into consideration. Now, the high-end market, yes, there's a glut. Yes, there's a glut of lots and a glut of homes, and it's going to take a long time to sell all that. And when I go meet builders at builder sites, they'll say, "Oh, Bill, this market's killing me. This market's killing me." They still don't get it. They still don't get that we've returned to an affordable market. New home construction is being done by a lot of your economy builders now. Vic Nair, D.R. Horton, some of those builders are